All right, hello. We are live today in the Vegan Wellness Tribe, and today is Wellness Wednesday, but it is a very special Wellness Wednesday because in a few short weeks, it's 2024, and so many people right now are looking for ways to upgrade their health, their fitness, their income. They're looking for these ways and they want to do it and they just need help sometimes. And that's what we're here to talk about. This is the focus, the primary focus of this group, and the primary focus of it is to help us thrive, to help us be compassionate, to help us be loving, and to help us thrive and help us be feeling our best. And we're going to be talking about the New Year reset and what that entails and what we could be doing and how we can make an impact on each other's lives. And if you want to share this to other people, you can do that as well. And I have a very special guest with me, my mom, because she did this transformation about 4 years ago ish. And what's incredible is she went vegan first, had a great transformation there, which is really powerful. A lot of people make a huge improvements on their health there, right? But she didn't stop there because she needed more. And some people need more, right? And some people want to feel better. Some people want to thrive. You know what I mean? And that's what she wanted to do, And so she's going to share a little bit about her transformation. And we're going to share a little bit later how you can get started on your own transformation. We could do it together in this group. We could all do it together. I have many people started already. We have many people that are starting on the first. But the key is to know what you're getting yourself into, to want to do it, and to how you're going to get the help, and then what to do and how to get started. All right. So, Ma, go ahead and share a little bit about your story.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'm Janine Lynn. I'm 58 years old, and I have been on this health journey. When I was 19, I had major anxiety, and they gave me Valium, and I was on that for a couple months, and I got off that, and I was, going through day to day as best as I could, living with anxiety. And then when I hit 21, a drunk driver hit me and he messed me up really bad. My knees went through the dash, my face went through the windshield, my mouth was wired shut. And from that day on, I had issues. And so I was on pain meds and muscle relaxers for that. And then I started getting stomach issues. So they gave me medicine for that. And then I had pre-diabetic meds for that, cholesterol medicine for that. And I could go on and on by, when all said and done, I was on 30 medications, but I was bedridden, this time. And I remember my son calling me and asked me to watch a documentary. And he didn't tell me what it's about. He just said to call him after. So I watched a documentary called What the Health. And I called him after, and he's like, "What do you think?" And I said, "I guess we're going vegan." It was such an impact in my life. And the change was, fairly easy to do. So here I'm, dropping some medications and some illnesses, but still something was missing. So he had called me back another time and said, "Mom, are you ready?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, yes." And I said yes to the Parium superfoods that my son has been on for a year. And I saw him thrive and not be in pain. And I wanted that for myself as well. So, I continued my health journey and I got off 25 medications and I reversed osteoporosis, which was stage 3 osteoporosis. I would cough, I would break a rib. Light lifting, I'd break a bone. So when I started, I had a wrist that was broken in half and 5 fractures in my back. So I was perfect candidate for these superfoods to see if they really work. So 4 months later, I had diminished my osteoporosis. So I'm very excited about that. And I just want to try and help others, that were in my shoes that are bedridden, or if they're, not bedridden, they're just sick. I want to truly have people live a better life and thrive and not just survive.
Yeah, for sure. Your story is an inspiration to many, but very inspiring to me because it really shows me like what's possible, from someone that can be coming from, where you were to be, feeling so much better, and also like knowing that it takes consistency, because you've been very consistent, but also it takes a community. And that's something that's very important because if you think about it, before you started any kind of focus on your health, you were living in an area that isn't very healthy area, right? The part of the city that you were living in is not so healthy. And the people that might be encouraging you aren't going to encourage you to do healthy things, right? And so a lot of people are in that situation. And they're surrounded by people that aren't encouraging positive, healthy habits. But you tuned that out, even though you were in that area and you focused on like these little Zoom boxes, you know what I mean, in videos and communicating and sharing your story and learning from others that are like-minded and being part of the community and embracing it, but not only learning, but like participating, helping others, contributing, and you have a new sense of purpose that before I remember the mother I remember, you didn't have like a purpose in your mind. I know you after you had kids, then you feel like what's the purpose next? And that's what a lot of that happens to a lot of women. They have children, right? And that's their focus and their purpose. And then the children grow up and then it's not their focus. And it's like, what do I do now? And now you found not only something to help yourself, but now you help so many other people now and you keep sharing all the time. So that's really amazing too. And, some people, what they do, like for you, and even for me, is when I wanted to start helping other people, I was like, I just want my food paid for. I just want, to get this food for free. You know what I mean? And that's what started happening. You're basically getting your food paid for free. You know what I mean? And helping others do the same, and same for me. And so for me, from my standpoint, like as a nutritionist, right? Like I looked at it differently, right? Before Purium, I had studied nutrition. I felt like I was healthy, but I was still suffering a little bit, you know what I mean, with an autoimmune disease. And I share a lot about that. And I was suffering with that really bad. And I was able to use these foods was one of the key pieces in helping me overcome my autoimmune disease because I saw your path and I said, I don't want to go down one medication, two medication, three medication, four and beyond. I had the first one, it made me so sick. I was like, no, I can't do more, and learning that is something I had to share with you. And you shared to so many other people, many people in our family, many people that we never even knew before, helping so many in that way. Right. And so what I want to share, right, is from my perspective, because sometimes what happens is I was helping people, right, before with food. And the challenges they would be in like food deserts, where they have nothing to eat nearby. You know what I mean? And they are literally like the closest thing is a gas station for some people, right? And they're trying to make recipes from a gas station, right? Or some other people, their nearest place, like even for us, we're living in a great area in San Diego right now, but the closest grocery store to us is Walmart. You know what I mean? And you look at the quality of the produce there, it's not, it's lacking, some of the quality there. And that was one of the challenges. And then how people are when they're trying to make a lot of changes, a lot of habit changes. It's really hard sometimes, right? Making all these habit changes, sometimes it's really hard. Juicing, time consuming, that was my issue too. So much time juicing, expensive, time consuming, cleanup, washing, cutting, slicing, prepping. You see me, I don't want to cut and slice and prep and, do it all. I mean, no one does, but in general, like that's one of the big factors that I said, I need something easy, convenient, fast for me that's loaded with nutrients, that has all the vitamins, that has everything, you know what I mean? And I could give this to other people, right? So I want to share, right, a few things with people right now, how to get started on the reset. And why is this even important for you? Why is this something that many, many people need to know about and need to see this information? And I definitely recommend sharing this with anyone if you find this valuable. So I'm going to share this with you guys right here. It's a new presentation that I just put together for everyone for the brand new year reset. So first of all, can you see this all good right there? A thumbs up? Yeah. All right. So beginning January 1st, we're going to talk about what you need, from the daily greens, your raw superfoods, controlling cravings, repairing the gut, and detoxing, because that's one of the big challenges that a lot of people have when they're trying to make changes is their gut is not absorbing effectively, and they might have a lot of chemicals backed up or parasites backed up. All right, so first of all, we're going to go to, let me see, this should go the next one. This was me. This was 12 years ago, before I developed my autoimmune disease and the life I was living. I used to drink Monsters and eat chicken on a stick. This is me 12 years in China. And I used to eat, whatever, and then now you look at me on the right? Basically, I mean, if I shave this beard, I haven't really aged too much. If you look at the difference, from 12 years difference. But I'm drinking a huge smoothie. This has over 20 to 30 different superfood organic nutrients. And this is when I had healed the most. I was in Belize, in the jungles of Belize. You could see the background. And this is when I had the secret to finally be able to heal myself and share this answer to others. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about supplements first and the science behind supplements, because a lot of people think that supplements are one thing, and I'm going to go over some of the differences between what is a supplement, what is not a supplement. You're going to hear me call this stuff food. This is food, and this is why I look at it. There are supplements, and then there's food. The food that I always recommend to people or the supplements that I always recommend is coming from whole foods, and there is a difference. So we're going to go through this right here. All right, so one of the big issues in the background, you can see this is soil. The main culprit in this disturbing nutritional trend is soil depletion. One of the biggest issues that we have is soil depletion. And so one of the things that has happened is modern intensive agriculture methods has stripped the increasing amounts of nutrients from the soil in which the foods we eat grows. Sadly, each succession generation of growing pest-resistant carrot is truly less good for you than the one before. So basically, every single generation, the food is depleting because the soil is being depleted because of the ways that we are farming the fruits and vegetables and the crops, right? So efforts to breed new varieties of crops that provide greater yield, pest resistance, and climate adaptability have allowed crops to grow bigger and more rapidly, but their ability to manufacture or uptake nutrients has not kept pace with their rapid growth. So you might think, oh my gosh, these fruits and vegetables, they're bigger. Oh my gosh, this is a huge ass watermelon. However, what about the nutrients inside? Does it have the nutrients? Does it have the vitamins? Does it have the minerals? These are some key questions. All right. So next, let's see, is it gone? All right. So next, most produce loses 30% of the nutrients 3 days after the harvest. So University of California studies show that vegetables can lose between 15 to 55% of the vitamin C, for instance, within 1 week. Some spinach can lose 90% within the first 24 hours of harvest. You ever see people say, fresh fruit is better, I'm eating 100% fresh fruit. However, what about the nutrients inside that? And is it really fresh? And these are some key things. That's why people talk about flash freezing, right? Dehydrating these foods. There's different ways that you can maintain the nutrients. And this is ever more critical now with soil depletion. All right, so let's give another example. For example, a Cushy Institute analysis of the nutrient data from 75 to 97 found that average calcium levels in 12 fresh vegetables dropped 27%, iron levels 30%, vitamin A levels 21%, vitamin C and levels 30%. So basically, you would need to eat 8 oranges today to get the same amount of vitamin A as our grandparents would have gotten from just 1. So this is showing you pure results of nutrient depletion in the food that we're eating today. All right, so a CDC and USDA statistic in 2022, 9 out of 10 Americans are deficient in potassium, 7 out of 10 are deficient in calcium, 8 out of 10 are deficient in vitamin E, 50% of Americans are deficient in vitamin A, vitamin C, and magnesium. More than 50% of the general population is vitamin D deficient, regardless of age. 90% of Americans of color are vitamin D deficient. Approximately 70% of elderly Americans are vitamin D deficient. This is crazy. People are eating, we're the most overfed country and the most undernourished. What does that mean? We're not getting our vitamins. We're not getting our minerals. We're eating a lot of food, but it's completely void of nutrients. And this is why. This is a big factor. The rise of monoculture. This is single crops all the way across. Monoculture means one breed of species. There's not cover crops. There's not complementary crops. There's not anything that's going to be paired with these foods that's going to make it better for the nutrients and or better for the pest. The mechanization, poor resiliency, and abundant use of chemicals are all huge factors in the soil depletion. Have you ever remember the Dust Bowl of the 20s? You ever see history on that? We're basically recreating the same thing. We're repeating the same mistakes in the same exact country, almost in the same places, and it's going to cause some issues with the potential food shortages. What's already causing nutrient deficiencies across the entire country. All right, so a few more things. Some information about supplements, right? Some natural supplements can be contaminated. And this is another thing that you're going to see in a lot of these supplements is some of these have chemicals on them. Some of them have issues where they have heavy metals. Some of these have all kinds of things where they're not testing them. It's very, very critical that if you're getting anything that says natural, this and this and that, they can prove it. They can back it up. They can show you exactly what they're talking about. And so if you look at some differences between synthetic versus natural, synthetic vitamins are isolated vitamins. You ever see like a pea protein isolate, or you ever see like a ascorbic acid as vitamin C? These vitamins are compounds created in a lab that mimic natural vitamins. Some examples of common synthetic vitamins include vitamin D, vitamin C, biotin supplements. Synthetic vitamins are readily available in most pharmacies and stores, and they are produced and manufactured by the same companies in the pharmaceutical industries. They are synthetic. They're made in a lab. They do not have plants, and they do not absorb in your body effectively. I often tell people that these are called expensive pee because it's going to go out through your body and you're going to basically pee it out. And it's pretty expensive. So absorption and variety of vitamins. So evidence suggests that the body more easily absorbs some vitamins in their natural form, meaning coming from the plants. It is theorized that this is partly due to the varieties of nutrients and enzymes in the foods. And we know that certain foods paired together absorb differently. We know that pairing vitamin C, foods high in vitamin C, is going to have a higher absorption of iron. So it makes the most sense that that's the same exact thing that's happening in these other foods, because sometimes you see, hey, this has an orange in it, let's say as an example, and it says vitamin C is X amount and vitamin A is X amount. Well, what about the vitamin D? What about the minerals? What about this? Every single thing is not listed on every single product. It's just not, it's not a reality. Look at any product on the shelf. They have a few vitamins listed, a few minerals listed, and that's it. It's only the ones that they're required. It's very rare that someone's going to open up and say, look, these are all a bunch of vitamins and a bunch of minerals that are in these foods. All right. And if you isolate something, well, you can't say that. So are metals harmful? All right. So think about this. Metals exist virtually everywhere in the world, including our water, soil, and air. Think about some dirt that you play with, or you dirt as a child. It had little metals in it. It had clear things. You look in the river, go look in a river, a creek, a stream, you're going to see shiny, glittery stuff. There's heavy metals in there. Most metallic elements can be found naturally occurring in the Earth's crust and are not harmful. Doesn't mean it's bad. In most cases, metals are considered vital for good health. Example, for our functions require iron, zinc, and selenium are a few minerals that are very common, and heavy metals that are very common that we know, hey, these are very, very good for us and they're not harmful. All right. So let me go back to that one. All right. So multivitamins, a lot of people think multivitamins are good. That's the other thing people say, you know what? I don't need this stuff, Kev. I'm good. I got my B12 and I got my vitamin D and I'm got my whole foods and I'm good to go. Yeah, I was there too. Yeah, so are a lot of people that eat these foods and they have a huge health upgrade. And this is one of the biggest factors is that your multivitamin or some of these vitamins are made by petroleum, coal tar derivatives, PEG, titanium dioxide, other chemicals, berberines, artificial colorants, and even gelatin, which is made from the animal bones, right? That's another thing people think, oh, I'm not going to eat supplements because they have animal bones. Well, that's true in a lot of them. All right, so next, so what can you do? This is so critical. I don't trust any company, any food company that does not have a certificate of analysis. So these are ingredient authenticity. What does that mean? The ingredients are what they say they are. Guess what? All these mushroom coffees and these mushroom products and the mushroom this and mushroom that, when you actually go to test them, they're not even mushrooms. They're oats in a lot of cases. They're other ingredients. Companies can put food products and labels on their things and they can lie about it. It's not even true. Labels lie all the time. You can have an ingredient and read it on the list of ingredients and it could not even be accurate. We have an in-house microbiologist that test the authenticity of the ingredients. Heavy metal testing, over 40 different tests to make sure there's no excessive heavy metals. There's going to be some naturally. Every organic food has heavy metals, but there's not an excessive amount of any of these, and especially the poisonous ones. Pesticide testing, glyphosate testing. Talk to your company that you eat your food from, that you get your supplements from, that you go to your grocery shopping from. Ask them, do they test for glyphosate? Is it important? Does the food have glyphosate? Do they test for E. coli, salmonella, staph, all these different bacterial infections, and testing for shelf life? How many times have you bought something that's expired? That's ridiculous, right? So that happens. And there's zero waste as well, almost zero waste. So these are a few things that you need to know and what you want to look for the certificate of analysis. Superior Farms has that. This is every single one of the ingredient, and they're always adding more. All of the foods, you can click to every single one of these and click to see all the exact analysis, the exact amount of chemicals and heavy metals in every single food, fully transparent. And I challenge you to find another company like this that's that transparent, that's going to share everything about their food in that detail. All right, so next we have, let's see, is it going to the next one? All right, so gut health and immunity, 70 to 80% of the cells that compromise your gut system reside in the gut, or that comprise your immune system reside in the gut. Daily food, lifestyle, and supplement choices literally determine your immunity and resiliency. The diversity of your gut also determines what you're able to absorb from your food. So that's critical. Not only is it your immune system, it's also what you absorb. And that's so important. How many times have you heard someone say, I'm eating healthy, I'm doing it right, I'm juicing, I'm whole foods, I'm organic, I'm vegan, I'm all the things, but I still don't feel good? Well, guess what? You might be eating everything perfectly, but you're not absorbing. And that is the key thing. It's not only what you eat, it's what you absorb. And that's exactly the difference between an unhealthy gut and a healthy gut. All right, so these are some examples of unhealthy gut. Frequently bloating, gas, indigestion, heartburn. I hear so many people say, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm pregnant. I feel like I'm so bloated, even when I drink water, even when I drink healthy juices. Irregular bowel movements, upset stomach, low general immunity, frequently getting sick, frequent cravings for sugary processed fried foods. You're like, I'm going to cut out the sugary foods, but you cannot help it. You have intense cravings where you just can't control it. Fatigue, exhaustion, regardless of the amount of sleep. I slept enough. I don't understand. Why am I still tired? Skin issues like acne, rosacea, psoriasis, eczema, like autoimmune diseases, poor sleep habits, struggle to stay or fall asleep, allergies, seasonal pet or food intolerances, or unexplained weight gain or loss. Now, let's compare that to the difference between a healthy gut, minimal bloating and gas, or none. I have zero bloating or gas, like almost completely zero. Irregular bowel movements, regular. I know almost every single day, about the same time every single day, very consistent. Good immune function. I do not get sick. Around, no matter what I do, whether I'm around a crowd, whether I'm around sick people, whether I'm inside, I don't get sick. Few to no cravings for unhealthy foods, right? You are able to have control. And that's one of the most important things. Imagine having a healthy gut where you say, you know what, I'm not going to eat that sugary food, and you have control. You don't do it, right? And imagine saying, you know what, I'm going to eat that, and you have control, right? The key thing is having control. Balance energy levels throughout the day. There's not crashing, ups and downs, and I need to sleep, I need to take a nap. Regular sleep cycle. You're not going to be waking up every single day or multiple times throughout the night, and you're going to feel rested when you wake up. Balanced mood, stable mental health, stable weight. What does stable weight mean? Not ups and downs, not yo-yo diet, not like, oh my gosh, I gained 20 pounds, I lost 20 pounds. And you're going to have healthy looking skin. That's one of your biggest organs, and it's the biggest factor of showing that you have health, is a clear skin. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about Roundup and how does this damage you in your body. The New York Times showed about Roundup paid $10 billion to settle cancer. It's proven that Roundup causes cancer, and it's on the majority of our foods. And it cannot be washed off. It cannot be cooked off. It cannot be cleaned off. It's in the water system. It's on most of our food. So this is one of the biggest factors, and you can see them spraying it. Even the people in the fields, they get cancer, even with their protective elements. And that's why you see almost everything that it touches your food system all the way down is where it messes up your body, and we need to repair these areas. All right, so this is the #1 solution in the world for your gut health, and to remove glyphosate, and to repair your body from the pesticides, and to reduce inflammation, which is C-reactive protein by 75% in 6 weeks. They have clinical trials, which is absolutely amazing. And that's one of the biggest inflammation markers. And I just saw someone post about their C-reactive protein at over 12, which is super high. And I was thinking that they need this so bad, and they were taking it in the beginning. But look, if you're not consistent, what happens? It comes back because it's in our food and it's everywhere. And that's the other thing. When you don't take this food, it comes back, and this protects you. And even if you were to, let's say we had a wave of a magic wand, no more chemicals on the food, no more glyphosate, no more Roundup. We did it. We accomplished that task. It's going to be in the food system, in the soil for over 100 years, because it's so much and it's bioaccumulated. So this is very critical. You're going to need this for the next 100 years. And how long are you going to live? Everyone literally needs this for at least the next 100 years. So this is also going to improve your digestion, boost your immunity, and improve your mood. This is going to repair your gut microbiome, repair your gut lining so you can absorb food effectively and get the glyphosate out. So this is I call it like a 4-in-1, all-in-one gut solution. This is critical, and this is part of the ultimate lifestyle transformation that we're going to share. So there's a couple things on melatonin risk. A lot of people are taking melatonin to sleep. They're even trying to give it to kids. A 2022 study showed that a number of reports to U.S. Poison Control Centers about 19 years and younger who took melatonin increased from 8,000 people to 52,000 in a nearly 10-year span. All right, so people are getting hospitalized, serious injuries from taking melatonin supplements. This is not something that we need. This is not natural. This is an example. Sometimes people think, oh, I need this supplement, and this supplement. No, you need food, right? It might this looks like a supplement form because it's just easy. It's a capsule, but so is your spices in your cabinet. Okay, look at some of these things for melatonin risk: dizziness, stomach cramps, headaches, nausea, confusion, disorientation, depression, irritability, anxiety, low blood pressure, tremors, sleepiness, dependency, feeling like you need this forever. All right, here's a better solution: tart cherry juice. This is something that I recommend everyone take. It's part of the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. There's no side effects, and it's been studied that the total melatonin, it produces natural melatonin, and it's a whole food, and these are the highest antioxidants of any cherry in the world, the highest quality that I would recommend with no chemicals. Everything that I've mentioned before, they test for glyphosate, they have a certificate of analysis, they check all the boxes when it comes to a food, right? So this is exactly what I recommend. Look at the difference, black and white, between something that is recommended for people for vitamin C, right? And what people are familiar with, emergency. Look at the oranges. There's no oranges in there. It's all synthetic. Look at the ingredients. Maltodextrin, that's sugar. Citric acid, that's basically mold. Malic acid, more acid. Beta carotene, color. Aspartame acid, natural flavors, right? Silicon dioxide, where there's no food in there, there's no oranges in there. Okay, look at the difference between Zincaid, which is why it's spelled that way. Zinc is, of course, zinc, but the ABE is vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and the C in zinc is vitamin C. So look at this. All right, it has real ingredients. This is a herb. This is a plant right here. This is a guava leaf. The zinc comes from guava leaf. Camu is a fruit, the highest fruit in the world for vitamin C. Acerola is a cherry. Sunflower is a sunflower. That's the vitamin E. Alga D. Vitamin D is coming from algae. All right, and you can see the exact amounts. It's not ridiculous. It's not 100%, 1,000%, 2,000%. It's exactly what you need in absorbable amounts. Not too much, not too little, just right. Okay, this is a perfect example. This I recommend anyone getting right now during the wintertime to start the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Plus Immune. So that's what we're going to go over right now. If you want to get started, you want to jump on board, you want to order this tonight, get on board, order this tonight. You'll get it by the 1st. You'll start with everyone on the 1st. You're going to get a group. You're going to get recipes. You're going to get support. You're going to get one-on-one. You're going to get everything you need to thrive, including all of the foods that you need. So what does this come with? This is the ULT, which stands for Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. This is going to nourish you and detoxify you. Truly transform your lifestyle to an experience, more energy, better digestion, deeper sleep, and a more balanced mood. The products in the 90-day program will nourish and detoxify your body with vegan proteins, greens, healthy fats, gut health, organic superfruits, and natural colon cleansing support. You have 2 servings of superfruits per day. Yes, you can eat. This is not a diet. This is about giving your body the nutrients missing from your diet. Not only on the top of the 2 superfood meals a day, you also have as many recipes as you want to eat, as many fruits as you want to eat. This is great for intermittent fasting as well. If you want to make that part of your program, you could do that. This transformation is not about eliminating foods or getting into another diet. This program is a proven lifestyle. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people have done this and felt better than they've ever felt in their life. It's a proven lifestyle that can help you achieve optimal energy levels, restful sleep, and a long, joyful life. The core benefits are increased energy levels, activate cellular detoxification, reduce unhealthy fat, create lean muscle, eliminate toxic glyphosate, support healthy gut microbiome, eliminate or support healthy digestion and elimination, reduce bloating, enhance deep sleep, improve mood and focus, support healthy inflammatory response. And additional benefits, it's going to eliminate toxic residue, increase nutrient assimilation, flush unwanted parasites, support healthy blood glucose, weight management, healthy skin elasticity and glow, and reduce your grocery bill. Some people don't believe me, but do the math. Do the math on this and what you're spending. This will reduce your grocery bill, and that is incredible. All right, so some of the things that come with it, Superfoods are the solution. You take all of this twice a day. All right, it includes the Power Shake, 4 packs of this. So that's going to be 2 servings a day. Biomedic, this is the gut health. It's going to, we already talked about this. The Super Amino, which is the highest quality vegan protein in the world, absorbs 20 or 99% into your bloodstream in 23 minutes. There's unlike anything in the world like this. The apothecary, the tart cherries, we talked about the parasite cleanse. You also get a bonus free blender, portable blender. Bring it everywhere you go. Take a screen record of this or a picture of this so you can get familiar with all the products. You're going to be feeling great, and it's easier than you've ever imagined. That's what almost everyone is saying. It's so much easier than they thought. All right, you're going to get a tracker, one of the most detailed trackers I've ever seen when it comes to nutrition, tracking your food, and making sure that you stay on task. You're going to be sharing this with me, with your coach, with anyone that's going to be showing this with you, and you're able to make sure that you check all the boxes for all 90 days, which is unbelievable. You can download this here right now. Testimonials, this is what some people are saying, and you could also watch a video right there about this used to be me, but these are some of the transformations. There's tons of people that have done this. This has changed their life, and they have been able to feel better, sleep better, mental clarity, more energy, unbelievable transformations that I've never seen from food like in my life. And this is from people that are going from, some of these people are standard American diet. Some of these people have never even heard of veganism. Some of these people are vegan. Some of these people are organic, cleanest vegans you've ever seen. And they're still having health upgrades, which is unbelievable. So you're also going to get hundreds and hundreds of recipes. I have a free recipe book that I could send you, and we have tons of recipes that are so amazing that you're going to love these recipes, and you will not be starving. You will be thoroughly satisfied and thoroughly nourished. So what we're going to do now is we're going to watch this video, which is really amazing, and we're going to get a chance to see why these foods are so amazing. What is pure and premium food? First of all, it's organic foods. Beyond organic, the quality of food you eat is equal to the quality of life you live. Vegan superfood products, high in nutrients, low in calories. Regenerative farming practices, nutrient-rich soil. Rigorous testing and commitment to quality, including an in-house microbiologist. Testing for pesticides, herbicides like diet glyphosate, compostable packaging, plastic-free made from hemp and bamboo, incredible functional superfoods like the new mushroom blend, including all types of fruits and veggies and herbs. These are for all types of people, including pets, dogs and cats. We love animals as well. And all types of lifestyle goals where you want to be healthy, fit, active. Everything is ready for you to sign up today. Ask about Ultra Lifestyle subscription. All right, so that's it. What I want you to do now is connect with the person that shared this video with you and get started on your ultimate lifestyle transformation today. Join us on the first Reset Your Life, and you're going to be feeling better than you've ever felt, and I guarantee you that. And if you don't, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee, which is incredible. And you keep all the recipes for free, all the information for free, all the portable blenders, all the food for free. It's really unbelievable. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. So have a great new year, and I can't wait to be seeing you, and I can't wait to be hearing all the stories of everyone transforming. So have a great one, and see you guys in the new year.